Well, ladies and gentlemen, and members of our jury, we finally hit a milestone in this old car. We're about to replace the center chunk. Kind of want to show you the difference between the two. So, this is the one out of the 77 Lincoln, and this is the one we ordered from Quick Performance. So, there's only a few differences. So, this side uses a yoke. This side here don't use a yoke. Okay? Different unit there. The case is also a lot beefier, thicker. I mean, you can just see the difference in the case. The other big thing is the gear set. Obviously, we went to a different, bigger gear, a little bit higher, and we went up in axle size. So this thing was a 28, and we're now at a 35. And I'll show you the axle differences when we get there. But I mean, you can just see that the whole thing is just more beefier. This one will hold up to our 650 horse engine. This one will not hold up to our 650 horse engine. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pick this bad mama jama up and with my pythons here, and I'm gonna throw my back out. And I'm gonna attempt to put it up there in that car, which is way too high, but I got a step stool. Not a block of wood to stand on. So I'm gonna get that in. And then once that's in, we can put the seals in. We can put the axles in, and we can put the brake, part of the brake hardware on. So at that point, we can put the tires on. So I really need to get the tires on the front and back. We need to get it measured so I can get the drive shaft measured and get a drive shaft ordered for this thing. Because we need, you know, the connection between A and B to make C. Okay? Exactly. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, let's see here. Lift with the knees. Oh, no, my knees don't like it either. And then we're just gonna pick it up, because we're a man. I don't think Zach can do this. Whew. Now for safety, we'll put a nut in it, or two. Just like that. Now don't that look good, huh? Oh yeah, of course it does. Of course it looks good. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna get all the nuts on. I'm gonna get this tightened up real quick, and when we come back, I'm gonna show you the difference in the axles. Okay? So just give me a couple minutes or that much time for you, okay? So, as promised, I was going to show you the axles. So, this is the axle we took out of the car, the 28 spline axle. I know this one looks taller, that's because we have 3-inch lug nuts on the bottom. But this is the new axle. So, I mean, you can tell, I mean, how much it's significantly different between the two. The other thing too is the old one, that's actually the bracketry right there for the Lincoln brakes that we're not going to use. And then plus this gets us over to a Chevy bolt pattern, so we don't have to run adapters. So that's pretty cool. Obviously new bearings come with them already pressed on, and so these are just a way beefier axle in general. This will hold up to the horsepower for the most part. I mean, yeah, I mean for the most, you can still brake them, don't get me wrong, they still brake, but we have a lot better chance of this one not braking versus this one. I mean, look how narrow she gets here. I mean, it's crazy. It narrows up and then narrows up again. So this in general should just be a beefier application for us. So I guess what we need to do now, and I did say this all came from Quick Performance, right? So those guys are on it. You just call them. That's what I do. I call them. I'm like, hey, this is what I got going on, and those guys just help you out, get you what you need. It's pretty awesome. So I guess I'm gonna throw this side together real quick. It don't take but 15 minutes to put it together. And plus the brakes, and you can see how the disc brakes on these things work. Sound good? Sound good. First things first, seal. Okay, obviously lip goes inward. We want the oil to stay in the rear end. We don't want to keep the water from going, you get it, okay? So, and I have cleaned this whole housing all out. So this has already been done. I just use a great big socket that I got. It's pretty much the same size as it, you know, just you hear it? It's in all the way. You can kind of hear it. It gets louder. Okay. It sounds dead, like tonk tonk tonk. So that's how we know that's good. Now this is all clean because we cleaned it already. But I do want to add a little bit. I'm just using white lithium grease because I got it. You know, I'm just kind of going to spray that area, help the bearing go in, and then obviously we want to put a little on that seal before we slide it in there. So I like to do that. You don't have to. Just, you know, that's just one of them Ricky things. Next, let's grab old Bertha over here. They're a little heavier too. So again, not necessary. I'm just going to put a little bit of Never Sees on these splines. Again, it's going to get gear oil on them anyways, but we'll Never Sees going in there. Never hurts. We don't really want it to seize is what we don't want. Now, the other thing too, when you put this in, this bearing is going to stick out just a little bit, about 1/8 of an inch. That's normal. That's what you want. So, pretty much slide it right in there to there, and it starts. And then I like to use my brass hammer for this. I mean, it don't really matter, but I think we're almost there. Yeah, we pretty much are. Now you can kind of hear this too. Hear it? Probably not on the mic, but you can kind of hear it. All of a sudden it goes tong tong. And if you let the bearings out just a little bit, that's normal, okay? It ain't going anymore. Now I can tell you that it's turning both wheels at the same time. So we didn't really show you, but it was a spool. Because, I mean, who needs a ratcheting rear end in one of these cars when it's just going to blow the tires off all the time? It's his job. Right, Zach? It's his job. Now, so,
with the cheapies.
Yes, it did come with it. Did you get me my parts, Zach, or are you on break?
I'm on camera.
Well, you're my parts guy. Well, Zach's going to go get you parts and he'll be back, okay? Parts guy's back. So this is the flange they give you to bolt it on. This is what's different from like the other flange. So see, that's the insert right here. See, that's where that bearing rides is right there. So they are multi-drilled for sometimes different things. Obviously this one we're using these 4 holes right here. I don't know what these 4 are for. It could be for old style small or small, because then you got new Ford big. I don't know. Whew. It's a quarter panel right there. Click, 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 torqued. Okay, now for the next part of my fun, caliper. So we got all the bolts and nuts here. We're just gonna go ahead and do the right thing and, you know, take all these off and get that ready to go on. Really? Seriously? What's going on here? Help me understand this. I mean, how can you not go in there? I feel like I got a little burrs on this one for some reason. Like the old laser jet weren't doing her job. You know what I mean? Zach don't know what I mean. Just being all quiet over there. Now we got these spacers that we're gonna throw on everything. And we're gonna throw a bracket over it. There. And just like that, now we're ready for the brake calipers and the dinner plate. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go wash up the dinner plate real quick, and we'll come back and we'll throw this last bit on, and then we're ready to put tires on it. That easy. Okay, so now we just slid the old, dinner plate over it. The ones that Quick Performance sells are the multi-hold ones, so it has like all the holes. And then we got the calipers. So this goes to a regular GM style caliper. I think it's a metric caliper. And we opted for the no e-brake. The e-brake has a unit here, but this thing has positive engagement e-brake, so it don't need this type. Basically, you positively park it in the ground and it really can't go nowhere. So that's what it gets. And then we just slide this, well, we're gonna slide them back like that and like that. Slide this over like that. Come on, you get over here. So working backwards, trying to show you. Sometimes it's hard doing this when I'm trying to show you guys, because where I need to be is where you need to be. Just like that. Get those pushed over. So now we're going to start these. Now don't worry, we're going to grease everything. Just we're putting it together for you. So, or I won't grease everything. I won't be able to hear it over the exhaust anyway. That right, Zach?
Hopefully they'll hear the regular radio's on.
Just like that. So, minus the plumbing for the brakes, we're good to go. And just like that, disc brakes, 4 9-inch, and you're good to go. Easy peasy.
It's like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We had a new center section in and new axles and brakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey Zach, what you displaying? I'm displaying some DEI, original titanium, LT, exhaust pipe wrap kit. I was thinking we'd wrap up the headers tonight. It's late, I'm pretty tired, but I really want to get the headers wrapped and put them on. Well, I can't put them both on because Zach hasn't finished his job yet, but we can get one on. So, I think we're going to bring you along for header wrapping class. How's that sound? Yeah, I know. Like a boatload of fun. Told you we were going to do this we're going to do a little everything every night. Well, you know what? We're going to start with this. No, let's wait on that one. Let's save that one for later. Let's start on this fine specimen of a header right here. So, we don't care about anything up here. We're just going to wrap from right here to right here. And the reason why we're going to do that is because my feet are right here. Actually, they're right about here. That's where my feet sit. And I don't want my feet getting hot. That'd be horrible.
In the summertime, it's horrible. The winter, though.
That's true. The winter, if someone put a heater in the thing, it'd be a whole lot better. But, what I was told is no heat in this car. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this stuff right here, And we're gonna get some scissors, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna gather a couple tools.
Yeah, we're gonna gather some tools, maybe put you up on the bench, and we're gonna do something here, I think.
Even if it's wrong.
I think you're supposed to do something like this. Something.
I thought we were wrapping all of them together. So.
Yeah, I was just gonna start with the one though, see? It's like the holder. Because this one's lower than the rest.
Oh, well, that's because the header builder didn't put it in the same place as the others.
Because we couldn't find a pipe that would work. Okay? You saw this mess I started with. I thought so. Oh look, we got some visitors. We never get visitors. Oh look, it's my loving wife. She must be here for one of two things. She's either here for an ice cream or beer. / cold snack. Oh, nope. Ice cream. I thought it was too late for a cold snack. You want to upgrade the ratchets, the straps. They come with those.
Come with these. As you can see, they're just smooth.
Ratchet.
These ones have, you can't really see, but they look like a metal zip tie.
They're thicker, they're heavier duty.
And then there's little teeth right up here. It's not really focusing good, but believe me, there's teeth up here and they ratchet really tight, and these won't ever come off.
Well, I just opened up the instructions that come with these headers. And by now you've seen what I had to do to make these headers work. And I was trying to figure out why it didn't work. I mean, it says right here, okay, 1955 to 57 Chevrolet. Okay, this is a 58 Oldsmobile. I mean, it's close. Okay, for 265 to 400 big block Chevys. I didn't know what 265 was a big block Chevy. Okay. Designed to be used with motor in stock small block Chevy locations. But it just said they're big block headers. But they're listing them as a small block, big block header, and stock small block location. Well, we're in big block location. That's our next problem, okay? Third one. Design may be used with smaller than stock from tires. From. It says right there, from tires. Front. It's supposed to be front tires. Smaller than stock front tires. And the front end lifted, or tires may rub on the headers. God, that explains everything. Because I don't have smaller than stock from the tires. No. We have bigger tires. And we lowered it to the ground. I wonder why these things don't work. Oh well. We're not going to worry about that. So, anyways, we got the gasket. I just want to put this one side on tonight. Zach has some wire to do. I can show you what we did though. Look, this is where we're at. Look, see? All the electrical's down there. Oh yeah, it's a nice junction block down there. Going over the starter. We got the plug wires loomed in. I mean, that's nice up and behind. They're not gonna burn on the headers. We've got all the fuel lines in. And we have this list left. Yeah, it's not that big. We keep crossing stuff off weekly. But anyways, I want to put this one on tonight because I want to see what it looks like. And I'm just gonna use 2 3/8 bolts, regular ones for tonight, because I have 9/16 over here. I don't, but I'll go get one in just a second. I have the header bolts for it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna set that there. Okay. We're gonna break it in here. We're gonna start that one bolt just real quickly. Then we're gonna grab this and throw this bolt through that hole, through that gasket, and bring that up to here. Alright. And then we're gonna just loosen up this bolt right here. Drop that gasket the rest of the way down, like that. And then go grab a, oh look, 9/16 wrench. Why did you tell me that was there? Now look at that. Look at that. Now you can't tell me that's not hotter looking than 3 pancakes and bacon at Waffle House. God, makes me want Waffle House. But look at that, see? Right down through your CSA and your feet area. That's the only reason why we did that. It's pretty close to your feet area. So, I thought that was up more, but maybe it wasn't. I didn't have this much clearance. Oh no, I clearance that out after I pulled the header off. But look, see, look, plug wires. Look at that under there. They can't even come close to hitting anything. They just loop right up around. They're all good here. They don't touch nothing. They are just, you know, they're just beautiful right there. Clearance, oh, plenty with tires, and God, I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see the other side on now. But Zach has to finish up this, so we wired up the brake stuff, all brake switches. He just has the line lock down here left, see? So once that's wired, it's a whole lot doing it without the headers. So, but yeah. Exciting. So I guess when you see this thing next, it'll have the other one on it. Maybe. There's a chance in it. Tomorrow. We got one more day before we have to go back to the grind. So we'll see if we can get knocked out tomorrow. We're moving right along. This thing is really close to ready to start. I mean, like, honestly, it could start tomorrow. It could.
But we don't have
a drive shaft.
Yep.
So I don't want to start it with no fluid in the transmission. Okay? That'd be bad. So really we're waiting on the drive shaft because we don't have a yoke that fits it. So it ain't like we could just plug it with a yoke. But once we get the drive shaft, I mean, the minute we get the drive shaft, we're going to heave it in this thing and start it. Should be by the end of the month, maybe. Or the beginning of the next. Well, there. We've made some progress, Zach.
Yeah.
She looks good with the white headers.
Yep. It'll look better when the valve covers are black.
Yes, it'll look better with black valve covers. I concur.
Right now they look a little out of place.
We'll get that taken care of in the next couple of weeks. When
Yep.
the powder coating by Zach fires up and we heat treat them with the pellet stove. With the pellet grill. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have ourselves a slab of brisket and valve covers. Cool. Well, I'm excited to see that side. I can't wait to see that side tomorrow. And yeah, she's looking good. Once the side pipes are on it, they're over there. I ran out of paint. I was going to cheap out and just do the ends, and it looks horrible. So that convinced me just to order another can of paint. It's expensive. Expensive. I need them to start sponsoring me, right? I mean, we're huge KBS guys. I think KBS needs to start sponsoring us. Paint. That's all they make is paint.
I don't think we have enough followers for that.
Probably not.
So if you're here in the video, you haven't subscribed.
Please do, so we can get followers, so we can get KBS to sponsor us, and I don't have to spend $25 for a can of paint. Well, unless you have the coupon. I use coupons. This thing's gonna be sexier than socks on a rooster. Cool. Well, you shut them off. Can them. Give them the old mix. Till tomorrow.